Hey guys. Sorry, I just woke up. But it's really nice outside. I'm trying to blow up my YouTube, but I don't know how to do it. It's actually really nice. And sometimes I wake up panicked, and I'm like, I need more subscribers. I need to get there. Because my goal is to get a certain number of subscribers by, well, I actually have a date. I shouldn't walk here, it's too loud. I actually have a date in my head, and I think it's in the next I think I'm giving myself two months to hit 1,000. I don't know. But someone said I should share the videos on different platforms, which I understand. But I do think YouTube is pretty powerful on its own. What else did they suggest? That ultimately, I think they want to see more of me instead of more of the projects, because the projects on their own, they don't show a lot. They do show something, but I don't know. I'm not like the most social person, and I don't know what to do. I mean, if you guys want to know about me, my name is actually Izzy. It's a nickname. And the reason I got the name Izzy is because I was always really busy when I was little. So my grandma called me Busy Izzy. And there was a little song. But my name is actually Isaiah. And it's technically a Hispanic name. But I've never used it until I grew up and I went to school. And someone, I don't know if I want to say, but if you hear the name Izzy, like some say it's a girl's name, but that's my nickname. So yes. Now, I was going to school for electrical engineering, and I don't know if you guys know, but electrical engineering is like is very hard. It's the hardest degree you'll do. So I almost got kicked out of the school because I failed. I failed the electrical engineering intro course twice, and then I took it a third time, and then on the third retake, I was about to be kicked out of the school for not doing well. But then I passed it. And I did this project. I did a project where I built a radio transmitter, and it was overseen by the chair of the electrical engineering department. Like this is the guy who oversees the engineering department. He's a chair. And he said, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. And he said, out of all the students, that my understanding and the way I think, he said I'm the smartest out of all the students. And he said my understanding is even on a master's degree level. And here I am. I don't know, I just thought it was, he told me that. And then you know what I told him? He's like, I don't know why you're gonna go away. Like, you can make a lot on your degree. And I told him, yeah, but I can go farther on YouTube. And then that quarter, I basically focused all on YouTube. Or after that quarter, I focused all on YouTube. But now, I don't know. I'm walking on a street, and I'm afraid the people can hear me. I mean, I could do more social stuff, but I don't think you guys really like. And someone said how-tos, but I really don't like to show someone how to do something unless I know for sure I'm doing it right. Like I don't know, guys. This video is very aimless. Actually, it's not aimless at all. I think it's more about saying what I feel. So I'm probably gonna walk back now. And I don't know if school is really that beneficial, especially all the rote learning they make you do. They just make you do 50 pages of equations. Like, what's that gonna teach you? You have a computer, why not just use a computer? You're wasting so much time when you have a computer. And you're doing like 10 pages of handwritten, and then you make errors. You make errors because it's handwritten. And me, it's really common for me to make small errors. I make very small errors, and that's why I had so much difficulty in those classes. I would just make an error. It's like, oh, your whole thing is wrong. You need to restart. It's incredibly stupid because we have a computer. And I'm actually very upset. I'm like really mad because some of the greatest scientists, they're like almost illiterate, and they wouldn't they would not be accepted into some of the greatest institutions to practice their interests because they can't do the extensive handwritten equations. And I told other people this, but I don't know, you're probably just gonna keep teaching it the same way forever. And it's good to know. Oh my god, I could not believe it. Like, really, all you need to know is, you need to know the right-hand rule. You need to know, like, yeah, it's Faraday's law of induction, but if you know the right-hand rule, you'll basically understand everything there is to electricity. All you need to know is the right-hand rule, and you can basically learn anything. The right what else is there? I mean, if you know the right-hand rule, it also helps you understand circuits like interference. Helps you understand motors. I don't know. So guys, I don't know how the watch time is going to be on this video. What was it? Oh, 11 minutes. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't like this road because it's too loud. Well, I guess I gotta go. I guess I'm just saying. Oh shit. I guess I'm just saying. If you want to learn something, then learn it. You should really do you should do Faraday's experiment. And something that I disliked before, I don't think we should name discoveries after the person who discovered them, because it doesn't tell you what the discovery is or what it does. I mean, if you know what an aqueduct is, it's like a thing that carries water, and it's in the name, like an aqueduct. So Faraday, he discovered it's probably like 4 or 5. He discovered a bunch of things, and when I'm talking about school, I'm referring to Faraday, because Faraday was very smart. But Faraday did not know the mathematics to do the equations. He was uneducated. But Faraday is in all the textbooks in my engineering class. But they would shun Faraday. They would shun him. And I don't know how to comprehend it. Because all the projects I do, they're from Faraday. And then it's crazy. I was in a class. And he's like, "Oh, Maxwell's equations." And they praise Maxwell. But what they don't realize is Maxwell did not discover that. It was Faraday. Faraday discovered all of the stuff, and Maxwell solely wrote the equations for him. And do they tell you that? No. They just give you the equations, but they don't acknowledge who really discovered it all and who thought about the fields. I don't know, that's what I learned. I read all about it. And Faraday was really poor. He'd go to the library every day and do his experiments. And he was rigorous. He'd do it like all the time and document everything. And this is at the time when there wasn't as much understanding on the, we didn't have like equations about the magnetic fields and stuff like that. So he documented all the behavior of the electricity, and he hypothesized that there must be a circular field around the wire. And he even came up with like these like magnetic field lines. And it was later Maxwell said, like, he said Faraday was like what did he say? He said he was something of the highest level. So basically this guy, he's like, you could call him the final boss. He's like so smart. He's not even using math and equations. He's using like he doesn't even need an equation. He doesn't need equations to say what he's doing. And that's what Maxwell said about him. I think he said he's a mathematician of the highest degree. So you can imagine it being degrees. He's so, like, the degree he's on is so high. But that's what happened. And if you look at Faraday, he's fairly small in stature. Like he's a small guy. I don't know if that's because of how he grew up, like, not having that much access to resources. But yes. And I don't know. I was just in school, and it's a very important question to I really think our humanity relies on this question, because if we aren't going to, if the schools won't accept, or if the schools aren't welcoming to people like Faraday, and let's say people who like me, who have a very heavy hands-on experimental approach, then where do those people go? Do they just stay like Faraday? Because Faraday was really poor. Do they stay on the bottom of I don't know. There's something I read. It's called the Wilson effect. And basically what the Wilson effect says is, you know how intelligence can be hereditary? So let's say, basically intelligence